Hello. In this video we're going to talk about how to use the capo. The capo is used primarily for changing the keys of a song. There are other uses for it, but we're just going to discuss how to identify the keys and how to know what key you're playing in. So many times I've been in a situation where I'm playing with someone and I say, okay, we're going to do a song. They'll say, okay, well, what key is this in? Typically the guitar player will say, well, I'm capo on the 3rd fret and I'm playing a G. Well, if you're playing a G and the capo's on the 3rd fret, you're not in the key of G, and that's what we're going to discuss today. So, first of all, to understand the capo, we need to understand how to play the chromatic scale, and that's not near as scary as it sounds like. We need to learn to play the chromatic scale only on the 6th string. Knowing that 6th string is how you're going to identify what key you're in. So, to understand how to use a capo, we must learn the chromatic scale on the 6th string. Memorizing the chromatic scale is not difficult, and here are several tips to help you memorize it. First, the chromatic scale just uses every fret. For example, this is the chromatic scale. Every fret. Doesn't skip any frets. Secondly, there are only 7 letters in music, and those letters are A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Now, having said that, all the scales are in alphabetical order. For example, if I was just doing an E scale, you would have E, F, G, then it goes to the beginning of the alphabet, A, B, C, D, and back to E. But what we have to remember is that we have what's called sharps. A sharp means higher, and it looks like the hashtag. So 5 of those 7 notes have sharps, and 2 of them don't. The 2 notes that don't have a sharp are B and E. So remember the word B and E, because B does not have a sharp and E does not have a sharp. But all the other ones do. For example, if I have an F, if I go up here, this is F sharp. Okay, so I want to show you an illustration here, and we're going to demonstrate how to play the chromatic scale on the 6th string. Okay, what we have here is a picture of the guitar neck. The lowest note on the guitar is the 6th string open. That note right there. That's E. So as I said earlier, E does not have a sharp. So if we go to the 1st fret, we have F, the next letter in the alphabet. Okay, F has a sharp. The next note is F sharp. Then we go to the 3rd fret, the next letter in the alphabet, G. G has a sharp on the 4th fret. We've run out of letters in the musical alphabet, so we go back to the beginning of the alphabet. We have an A on the 5th fret. A has a sharp. A sharp is higher than A. Then we have B on the 7th fret. B does not have a sharp. Remember, B and E do not have sharps. Therefore, we have a C on the 8th fret. Then we have C sharp on the 9th. Then we have D. After D on the 11th fret, we have D sharp. And the 12th fret, we have E again. That's why you have a double dots position markers on your guitar, because at that point, it starts over. E is open, and E is also on the 12th fret. Okay. So you may be thinking that's all nice and good, but what does that have to do with a capo? Okay, now I'm going to explain it. This time we're going to wrap this up. Let's say I'm playing a song in the key of G. There's a G chord. We all know that. Someone comes in and says, that's too low for me. Can you just bring it up a half step maybe? Okay, I'm going to put the capo on 1 fret. The bass player says, okay, well, what key you're in? This is how it works. What is 1 fret higher? We're playing the G chord, so what is 1 fret higher on the chromatic scale than G? It's G sharp. So therefore, we're now in the key of G sharp. She says, oh, it's still a little too low. Can you bring it up another fret? Bring it up another fret. Okay. What bass player says, what key you're in? Well, okay, let's see. I was in G when it was normal, but I'm up 2 frets from G. The 2 notes from the chromatic scale, G, G sharp, A. But now I'm in the key of A. Okay, let's try another. Okay, I normally play the song in the key of E. Oh, that's too low. That's too low. Can you bring it up? Can you bring it up a little bit? Okay, I'm gonna go up 1 fret. What is 1 fret higher than E on the chromatic scale? F. Now I'm in the key of F. Oh, it's still a little too low. Can you bring it up another fret? Okay. Bass player says, what key you're in? Well, let's see. What's 2 frets higher on the chromatic scale than E? E, F, F sharp. I'm in the key of F sharp, bass player. Let's say a song's in the key of D. Okay, the singer says, oh, that's too low, that's too low. You're always playing these low keys. Okay, let's put it on the 1st fret. Bass player says, what? Okay, what key you in now? Well, I was in the key of D, but I'm what's 1 fret higher than D? D sharp. Okay. It's still too low, still too low. Okay, let's go up another fret. Okay, it was in the key of D. What's 2 frets higher than D? Let's see, in the chromatic scale, D, D sharp, E. I'm in the key of E. Okay. Oh, that's still too low. Anyway, I think you get the point. That's how you use a capo. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments, and please subscribe, and thank you for watching. Bye.